Hi, so today I am going to be talking about nurse practitioner billing and reimbursement and kind of the pros and cons associated with that. So it seems to be that there's a lot more cons than there are pros, so I'll kind of talk about that first. One of the things, the biggest thing that is a con for nurse practitioner billing and reimbursement is that we can only bill up to 85% versus physicians billing 100% for doing the exact same job or the exact same task or the same visit or whatever. So that kind of makes you kind of feel like a little less than. If you only get 85% of what a physician makes or can bill for the exact same work, it kind of makes you feel like that we're not as valued. So we're essentially doing the same work for less, which, yes, they do a lot more training, they have a lot longer schooling, but overall, if we're still performing the same jobs, then it should be a little bit more equal. Another con is that there can be no duplicate payments or split payments. So, the nurse practitioner and the MD can't split a payment, or the nurse practitioner in the hospital can't split payment. Whatever the institution's law is, which I'll kind of get into laws in a minute, is who gets billed. So the nurse practitioner can't get half and the hospital get half, or the physician get half and the nurse practitioner get half. So it really depends on where you work and in what state you work in for exactly how you can bill and get reimbursed. Also, there are a lot of laws around and stipulations and little caveats to nurse practitioner billing and reimbursement. So really, it's very, very confusing because not only do you fall under federal law, but you fall under state law, and each state is totally different on different caveats and different stipulations that you can bill and reimburse by. But it also depends on your practice or your setting or your institution. So really, nurse practitioners have to be super diligent and really do their research on exactly how they bill and exactly how they are reimbursed, because it can vary so much. And overall, it's just very, very confusing. The one thing I would say about a pro for nurse practitioner billing and reimbursement is it does allow for nurse practitioners to be fairly autonomous. With the increase in the billing and reimbursement, when it went to 85%, it kind of increased the autonomy for the nurse practitioners because now they were able to start doing some of the same work as physicians and actually be able to bill, period. So that is a pro, that at least we do get some compensation. But overall, it seems very lopsided and very almost one-sided in preference for the physician or the institution. So overall, it's very confusing, and the main point to know is to know your federal laws, your state laws, and then what your institutional practices are as far as reimbursement and billing. Thanks.